Hello and welcome to episode 3 of The Quiet Panic. I'm your host, Anna, and this week we are covering Ed Kemper, and I also have some of my friends and people that I work with. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Ron.
Hello, I'm Berg.
You have something on your forehead.
You
You got it. It's fine. Okay. This is Burke. That's Ron. For those that are on the video, that are watching audio, I know you probably don't know, but guess what happened, guys? We had recorded this on like Tuesday, and the audio had completely stopped halfway through, so that's why this episode is late, and I am sorry. And we'll try to keep things as authentic as we did before. Maybe.
Let me pull out the script.
No, there is no script.
Yeah, so it was a really interesting episode last Tuesday, but we can make it better. We're gonna
You're
deliver
right.
some good content.
You're right. Exactly. I'm scared. I'm scared of Burke. Okay.
Whoa, that's crazy. I'm scared of Berg.
Yeah, normally I just jump right into the stories. So I guess we'll kind of do that this week as well, I guess. First things first though, this story is kind of traumatizing. So trigger warnings for murder of animals, rape, necrophilia, and just murder of young women in general. So yeah, there's that trigger warning. If you feel like any of these things are going to affect you, please stop listening to the episode now. But yeah, are you guys ready?
Yep, let's do it.
I'm scared.
Why are you still whispering, Ron?
But Mike, that gets it. The mic gets
You gotta
it.
speak up
The
louder.
mic gets
It's
it.
actually,
We already
I
No,
tried.
know it's
it-
gonna cut it off.
It gets it. The
It
mic
really
gets it.
doesn't.
Bro
I guess
wasn't
we'll
paying
find
attention.
out.
Bro wasn't
We'll
paying-
find out.
Bro
We'll
wasn't
find out.
paying attention.
No, he wasn't because he was on his phone. So
Mhm.
I
Yep.
was paying attention
Mm-mm.
the entire time. I'm
He-
always watching.
I literally
I'm always
heard me.
listening.
I literally heard me when I was over here whispering, like lower than this.
Okay, so this week we are covering Ed Kemper. He was born on December 18th, 1948 in Burbank, California. He's a Sagittarius if you care about those kinds of things, or if that already gives you an idea of what kind of person he is.
Little fun fact.
A little fun fact of this terrible human being. Anyways, he has parents, obviously, because he's born and alive.
Yes. Fun fact. Fun fact. He has a dad and a mom.
His parents divorced in 1957 when he was 7, and they moved, or him and his mom, not him and his mom.
Unbelievable. This guy did already brain dumped his story. Floor gone, just like that.
You're right, probably. No, so with the divorce, his mother moved him and his siblings to Montana, and his father still lived in California. His mother was an alcoholic and they had a very difficult relationship. She was very critical of him and blamed him for her problems. When he was 10, his mom forced him to live in the basement in fear that he would harm his sisters. It is also said that she would spank him and his father would hit him in the face.
Not the
Jeez,
spanking.
yeah, they're really trying to raise a serial killer.
Not the spanking.
I mean,
though.
during this time, there was a lot of abuse with just children in general. So,
Yeah, but the basement's kind of wild.
well, she thought that he was gonna like kill his sisters or rape his sisters.
It's a little price to pay.
That that doesn't really constitute locking your child in a basement like a prisoner. I mean, no. Okay. Let me explain.
You know
Let
what
me explain.
happened.
I know what happened, but prior to this, imagine like a little 6, 7,
Oh my god.
little 7-year-old boy, right? He's done nothing wrong the entire time.
Yet.
And his mom yet, but his mom's like, you know what? Screw this guy. We're gonna lock him in the basement just so he can never do anything wrong.
Okay, let me tell you why exactly. Okay.
Shit.
So they locked him in the basement when he was 10, right? Okay. In his early life, signs of trouble had begun to show. He dreamed about killing his mother, cut the heads off his sister's dolls. He would play a game called Gas Chamber where he would have his sisters blindfold him and lead him to a chair where he would pretend to die. He slaughtered his first family cat when he was 10, buried one of them alive, and then slaughtered one with a knife by cutting its head off. And then he stalked his second grade teacher with his father's bayonet. Um, his sister had teased him about kissing the teacher, and he responded, "If I kiss her, I'd have to kill her first." That's why he was locked in the basement.
Well, in that case, you might as well just kill him or something. Honestly, he's too far gone.
You do, man. Me
Like
personally, not a big fan of killing
late stage
kids and
abortion, just get
stuff.
rid of him.
Oh, late stage abortion is crazy.
But like, actually though, what do you do when your child's psychopathic already?
I have a great idea. Military, dude. Straight to the army. Yep.
Man, I maybe they need him on the
Dude,
front lines.
put him straight, dude.
This was
Oh
what,
God,
around
gotta
Vietnam
be.
times
The 50s?
or before Vietnam times?
He had potential,
It was
dude.
like the 50s, 60s.
Yeah, they could have raised him up, sent him to a military school, sent him out there to die in war.
I wouldn't go that far. He could like change his ways, you know.
Uh
You don't know that. Dude. No faith whatsoever.
No, because he was diagnosed with paranoia and schizophrenia. Sorry. I'm having a carbonated drink, so I keep burping.
He would have ended up just like that dude in Jarhead.
I don't know what it is.
I don't
We
know.
got we gotta we gotta watch.
That's
Jarhead.
all you. That's all you.
We're gonna watch Jarhead tomorrow.
Jarhead.
I don't know, Ron. I'm with you on that one.
Hell yeah.
He ran away to California to be with his father when he was a teenager. His father had remarried at this point and didn't want him living with him and his wife. So they sent him to go live with his grandparents in North Fork, California when he was 15. He hated living with his grandparents. They took away his rifle after he killed several birds and other small animals. And his grandmother was also very critical of him and quote thought she had the biggest balls. And Kemper did not like that. So on August 27th, 1964, he shot his grandmother in the kitchen after they had gotten into a fight. And then when his grandmother got home, or not his grandmother, when his grandfather got home, he shot him by the car and then hid the body. He would then go on to call his mother, who told him to call the police, obviously. He then said he shot his grandmother to see what it felt like, and he killed his grandpa so that he didn't have to find out his wife had been murdered. He was handed over to the California Youth Authority. He underwent a lot of tests that determined he had a high IQ. Some of the sources said it was like 131, and another one that I saw said it was like 146. He was also diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. He was then sent to a maximum security facility for mentally ill convicts. He was released at the age of 21. So he was in this mental hospital from 15 to 21. His prison doctors recommended that he didn't live with his mother because of the abusive past and thought it would complicate things for him and everything that he had been working on. Um, but of course, despite the warnings, he went to go live with his mother in Santa Cruz, California, where she worked at the University of California. Kemper had attended community college for a time and worked a bunch of different jobs before working for the Department of Transportation in 1971. Before this, he did apply to be a state trooper, but was rejected because of his size. He was roughly 300 pounds and 6'9". They had given him the nickname Big Ed, and even though he was rejected, he still hung out with some of the Santa Cruz police officers. One of them gave him a training school badge and handcuffs, while another let him borrow a gun. Some say he even had a car that resembled a police car. He had a Ford Galaxy. Um, I remember we had to look it up in the last recording that we did of this, and his car definitely did look like a police car.
Yep.
He had the whip.
He had that whip. Um, the same year he started working for the DOT, he was hit by a car while on a motorcycle. He had injured his arm and won a 15,000 and had won 15,000 in a civil suit.
15,000, dude. God.
that
God.
That was a lot back in the day.
That was
that
a
was a
lot.
lot of money.
That's
Yeah.
a solid amount.
In 1972, he killed his first victims. Kemper noticed a lot of women hitchhiking. Quote, "At first, I picked up girls just to talk to them, try to get acquainted with people my own age, and try to strike up a friendship." He had picked up over 100 girls without incident. Uh, when asked later what crossed his mind when he saw a pretty girl, Kemper said, "One side of me says, wow, what an attractive chick. I'd like to talk to her, date her. The other side of me says, I wonder what her head would look like on a stick."
He tried. He tried for a little bit, and he was
Yeah.
alright for a little bit.
Yeah.
Then he got silly. Then he
Started
wasn't.
slipping. Leopard never changes his spots. Or is it a cheetah?
Unbelievable. Fake
Some
fan.
people just
Fake
don't
fan of
change.
animals.
Big fan of animals. All right. On May 7th, 1972, um, Kemper picked up two Fresno State students, 18-year-old Mary Ann Pesk and Anita Luchessa. He took them to a wooded area intending to rape them, but panicked. He had stuffed Anita into the trunk. He handcuffed Mary in the backseat of his car, put a plastic bag over her head, and wrapped a bathrobe belt around her neck. He was pulling so hard on the belt that it snapped, and Mary Ann had bit a hole through the plastic bag. Ugh. Kemper then started to stab her in the back, but that didn't have much effect as she turned around and he stabbed her in the side and stomach. Quote, "As she turned around, I could have stabbed her through the heart, but her breasts were there. Her breasts actually deflected me. I couldn't see myself stabbing a young woman in her breasts. That's embarrassing." He then pulled her head back and slit her throat. He went and opened the trunk to get Anita. Hearing all the commotion, Kemper recalls telling Anita he had broken Mary's nose and that's why there was blood on his hands. Anita started to get out of the trunk, and Kemper grabbed another knife, which he calls very expensive, about $8 or $9. He stabbed Anita hard while she tried to get out of the trunk, but the blade failed to penetrate her garments. Anita throws herself back in the trunk and began fighting back. He tried to slash her throat. Instead, he cut his own hand, and he didn't realize till an hour later, and that required 3 stitches. Kemper, when he talks about this kill, he calls her the one that almost got away because she was fighting him so hard that she almost won because he was honestly just getting tired of trying to kill her and she really did not want to die. Um, Realizing that he was trying to stab her throat, Anita covered her throat and he stabbed her fingers. Then he stabbed her in the heart, forearms, and left eye. Kind of ironic considering that he didn't want to stab Marianne in the heart because of her breasts, but yeah, he stabbed Anita in the heart. Kemper said she was fighting him very hard and almost won. He closes the trunk and gets in the car. On his way home, he was pulled over for a broken taillight, but they didn't check his car because if they would have, they would have found the young girls in his trunk. I remember us talking about this too. I don't know how they did not see the blood all in his back seat, especially if he did kill Marianne back there. I don't
Maybe he was
know.
smart about it. Maybe he like put some plastic on it and then just got rid of it or
I mean,
something.
see, my thing with that is he was intending to rape them, not murder them. So,
Do you want to leave that evidence either? I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you
yeah.
want to clean like crime scene from that perspective? I guess.
But like, do you think this guy was thinking that far ahead?
He, she said he was pretty smart, high IQ kind of guy.
High
He,
IQ doesn't mean smart.
it literally does, though. It literally
Yeah,
does.
I've seen dumb people with high IQs.
I doubt that. What's your IQ, Albert?
I don't know. I've never got a test.
Neither have I, so.
I'm
Yeah.
actually
Like I was saying, the cop not finding out that there was
What?
people, dead people in his trunk, blood all over the car. It's kind of ridiculous. Like there has to be a deeper story to this.
Maybe he was clean about it. Maybe he bribed the guy. To be honest, could have maybe. I wonder.
Bribed a cop? Yeah, honestly,
I
back
mean,
then,
it was like the 70s during this time, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Maybe
feel
he.
like if I'm a cop and I see blood in someone's back seat, because obviously they walk up with their flashlight, look in the back seat, make sure no one's gonna jump out and kill them. So like, I feel like he would have seen it. I don't know.
Maybe he didn't check. Maybe he was just like, hey, you know, I don't know how the law was back there, but he was like, hey, you have a broken tail light, just like a warning, heads up, get that fixed. And he's like, go ahead, because aside from that, why would he like stop and be like get out of the car, check the whole car, right? He just had
Yeah,
a broken tail light.
but they didn't have like tint on windows and stuff back then, so it was like clear glass. So he would have been able to see into the back of his car.
I don't know. Maybe he put something over it as well.
it also could have just been really dark, like nighttime levels of dark.
I mean, yeah, that's true, I guess. But still, you have a flashlight as a cop pulling up to a vehicle.
Yeah, but let's think about it, right? Because back then, it wasn't like today where people just be shooting at cops. They probably weren't like
Mm,
very worried about it for the most part, especially in like California. It's not like it was Memphis.
Yeah, that's kind of
Do you
true.
know the state of California in the 70s? Do you know what was happening?
I
There
don't know,
was a lot
probably
of
a lot of
murder over
drugs.
there.
There was a lot of movements happening, man.
I think of
Movements.
California and I think of sunshine and rainbows
It's
and
kind of real,
beaches and stuff. So
but at the same time, low key, it's like both sides. You have like the really nice face of California you can see, but then you start looking into it, and you find out that there's been so much crime over there. There's been so
I
much
mean, yeah, there's obviously
bad stuff.
crime in
Well,
California. I don't know how
but
Santa Cruz is, but
I don't know. I wonder.
oh my gosh, I
I
really
feel
need
like
to go
I've
see that.
seen a lot of videos from like big serial killers from California.
Yeah, I've really noticed that a lot of serial killers are from the West Coast.
Yikes.
Because Ted
Gulp.
Bundy was from Washington and he's
yeesh.
West Coast, and
I wonder.
I guess we should look out home run.
Gulp.
No, meaning like everyone should look out for us.
Gulp.
Anyways, right. I'm upset that this cop didn't thoroughly check his car because unless it was like leather seats, I don't know how this guy did not see blood. You know?
Because even if it was like leather seats, right? He was murdering this girl in his trunk. There's no way there wasn't like dents on the trunk and blood like near where the tail lights were. Because
I mean, yeah. I'm
presumably that's
thinking
where it
that
would have
she
broken.
probably maybe broke it trying to
Yeah.
get out.
So it really just doesn't add up at all. There's definitely signs.
Were they both in the trunk?
Yeah,
Why would there be blood in the backseat then?
because he murdered Marianne in the back seat.
Took her out of the car, murdered her in the back seat, and then murdered the other one in the trunk.
No, so he took Anita out of the car, put Anita in the trunk, and murdered Mary Ann in the back seat.
I wonder. I'm not a serial killer. Thank God. I wouldn't know.
Ugh, Ron could never hurt a fly, dude.
I could
You know how
never.
to lie.
Okay,
That's dangerous.
I mean you do live with him, so. Right. So the cop obviously let him go, and he drove back to his apartment, where he then dissected the women, and he had cut off their heads. Um, quote, I remember there was actually a sexual thrill. You could hear that little pop and pull their heads off and hold their heads by the hair, whipping their heads off their bodies sitting there. That'd get me off. But Kemper insisted there's absolutely no contact with improper areas, which we know isn't true. I, I don't know if it's true for these women or not, but he does admit to necrophilia to some of the other girls. So, yeah, he had snapped a Polaroid photo of them. Um, Kemper put what remained of the girls into plastic bags and buried them in the Santa Cruz Hills, burying their torsos and limbs in one location, their hands in another, and he kept the heads for a few days before throwing them in a ravine. The two girls weighed heavily on Kemper, so much so he said, I think personally deep down that I continue to do these things to try to get that out of my mind. To cover it up, other young ladies trying to get them out. Um, when when he took the Polaroid photo of the girls, he had put them on a chair, and one of the heads had rolled off and like bounced on the floor. And his downstairs neighbor had heard and was like, what's going on here? And Kemper was like, I just dropped something, haha. And he had said that it got him off knowing that his neighbor had heard that. And, ugh, God, I hate this guy. Anyways, so he stopped for a minute because his next kill was on September 14th, 1972. He picks up oh no.
Oh no. She didn't fix this.
Oh, you're right.
She did
No.
not
Be
fix
trolling, huh?
this.
I forgot. Anyways,
I have a question. Do you edit this? Do you like cut this off, or do you just leave it?
it depends on. I really just cut like gaps of silence, or unless someone says something
She's gonna
crazy.
leave this in there.
Bro.
No, I am gonna leave it probably. It's just because when it comes to the video, the audio, if I just did audio, I probably would cut it out. But because I do video too, and we obviously move around in the videos, the gaps look weird between when I edit.
Oh.
So sit perfectly still.
Make a transition, dude.
Huh?
Just fade out, fade in.
No,
Transition.
that looks so stupid.
Do you like the
Are you
YouTube?
kidding
No,
me?
no, actually,
Just go over the
don't fade
camera.
out. Do you like the thing where like, you know how like the streamers where they put up the screen like be back soon?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
commercial break.
Yep.
Do that.
No.
Oh my god, dude. You know what? She could use like OBS for recording this instead.
Oh yeah, no, that would
Low-key,
literally
that would
be
be
better.
great. That would be
Yeah, you should use
amazing.
OBS.
What's OBS?
We'll show you later.
Yeah, we'll show
Yeah,
you
we'll
later.
show you later.
It's free.
It's free?
It is free.
Okay.
That'd be way better. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because you told me the editing thing to you, so I was like, I'm down. I'm game.
I mean,
you
for
know?
editing, yeah, but for recording, then you have different stuff as well. It's not the install the camera, you know.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to save money right now. We're in a government shutdown.
Maybe I'm broke.
I am broke. Yeah, you're
Shit,
right,
I'm
Ron.
sorry.
Yeah, bro, I was gonna go and leave, go somewhere for New Year's, and I was like, damn, those prices, those ticket
No,
prices.
it's
are
Dude,
crazy.
I did the opposite, and I'm broke too.
You booked a trip?
I did. I'm going to
Mm.
Spain to visit my parents.
You're going to Spain?
Yeah, how can I say?
You're not cool, bro.
Tee.
No, he is cool. He's been out of the country twice already.
Have you seen
Japan
his,
was crazy,
his
dude.
fucking debt on his credit card?
Good. This guy. Listen to this guy.
It is not all good.
I really am good.
Mm-mm. Bro,
Don't
the
be
image
like
He has
me,
not
huh?
seen it here. I don't know what the fuck
I've
he's
seen
talking
it, I've
about.
seen it.
I don't know what the fuck
I've seen
he's
it.
talking about.
I keep track.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
He knows all your credit card purchases by heart.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
Yeah, I made this silly. But I don't regret.
Okay. Sorry, I just realized I didn't like the
I'm
lighting.
little.
Anyways, September 14th, he picks up oh gosh, I forgot how to say her name. That's why I stopped.
Who? Oh, Aiko Ku.
Aiko
You would know that, huh?
He picks up Aiko Ku, 15 years old, heading to dance class. She was waiting at the bus stop, but afraid of being late to the class since the bus had not arrived yet, jumped into Kemper's Ford Galaxy. Kemper tries to disorient her by taking advantage of the complicated highway interchanges. She realizes and starts to scream and beg. Kemper then pulls out a 357 Magnum, which he borrowed from a friend. Um, he tells her that he wants to kill himself and he was just looking for someone to talk to, and takes her to the woods where he then tapes her mouth shut and tells her to get into the back seat of his car, and she does. He then walks out of his car, closes the door, and goes to the passenger door, but it's locked. The gun is in the front seat, and he starts panicking, looking for the keys, which he doesn't have. She allegedly unlocks the door for him. I don't know how he managed to do this. Some people say that she just like opened it on her own accord. I don't believe that because she obviously knows something's happening. Um, Others say that he just talked her into letting him in the car. Um,
Crazy
if
gaslighter, dude.
Honestly, top 5 male manipulators.
no,
He's up there
literally.
with Duke Dennis and them.
Oh God.
Just let me back in the car. I'm not gonna do anything. Don't even worry about that. Like, why you?
Did you
acting like
forget what
that?
happened?
Oh yeah.
This guy, unbelievable. No respect whatsoever. She
Okay.
forgot what happens, dude.
No, I didn't. It's just if she didn't let him back in the car, then like this wouldn't have happened. He then throws him she lets him in, obviously unlocks the door for him. He then throws himself on her, covering her nose and mouth. Don't know why he's covering her mouth because it's already taped. She tries to fight him off, but he's too strong. He then pulls her out of the car to rape her. He then strangles her with a scarf and put her in the trunk of his car. He goes to a bar to have some drinks. Before going inside, he opens the trunk to look at her. After his beers, he also opens the trunk again to look at her before leaving. Um, he takes her back to her apartment where he almost gets caught by his neighbors carrying her body to his apartment. It took him 4 hours to completely dismember her body with a knife and an axe, plus cleaning up all the blood. Also, hold on. He has a roommate. He has a roommate in the apartment and he's doing this.
There's so many parts of the story that just don't make any sense.
What if this was all a lie?
Like, what if he was just telling straight lies to the
Straight up
investigators?
lying, yeah.
Because
Just making stuff up.
a lot of this is like, there's no like feasible way he gets away with this, unless.
He has a great
Well, then
roommate, dude.
he confesses to all of it.
But he could be lying.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
Just
because
make stuff up.
Like,
to
no,
go to
like
jail.
he genuinely could be lying. Not about all of it, obviously, but some of this stuff, it's
but
like,
he's literally all of these things where I'm telling you exactly like what happens to them is him telling the investigators, I did this to these girls.
I don't think she gets what a lie is.
yeah,
No.
I don't think she understands. Like,
Trust me, I know what a lie is. Okay?
Bro was
But,
there.
like-
Bro was there.
maybe, all right, even if he's not lying, he's obviously mentally unwell. So he could be saying things that didn't go exactly as he said
He
them.
be tripping.
Right, but they didn't believe that he had killed these girls until he started telling them details that only the killer would know about these kills.
I'm not saying he's lying about killing them. I'm saying he's lying about how he did it and how he got away with it. Like the cop scenario, this one where he's dragging the body back, like there's inconsistencies.
How are those inconsistencies?
Doesn't get caught by the cop. He has a roommate. He manages to bring an entire person's body into his apartment and nobody sees him.
Right, but if he knows people's work schedules and he's doing it late at night, then
Yeah, that happens often. Whenever you kill people, you just like move around. Usually people don't see you, but then the cops find you through the cameras. They're like, oh, they're just checking every.
there wasn't Big
hour.
Brother yet, I don't think.
Yikes.
All right, well, for the sake of storytelling, let's continue. I'll suspend my disbelief.
He gave
Okay.
up. He gave up.
He killed her on a. He called her. He killed her on a Thursday, called out of work on Friday, and got rid of her body on Saturday. He kept her heads and hands, as obviously he has said before, these were easily identifiable. He takes them home with him and looks for a safe place to bury them. Before he disposes of her body, he takes a piece of her leg, which he cooks up and eats with macaroni and onions. Weird combo.
How do you think it was? Do you think he
I just
enjoyed
don't
it?
get this guy.
He was hungry, dude.
Like
Little
I'm
snack.
trying to get in his mind, but it's
Little
just
snacky snack,
it's just-
dude.
Oh, I forgot to put
can't.
that in for the trigger warning.
What
That
cannibalism?
yeah,
Cannibalism?
cannibalism.
I mean, if you're triggered by the other things he's done, like you can't just be like you can't only be triggered by cannibalism and not murder, rape, and everything.
You don't know
else.
what triggers
First,
people.
first hate coming. Oh my god, I can't believe this. I wasn't ready for
But
this.
like the odds that it's
The
cannibalism.
one that was like that. That's where I draw the line. That is too far now.
Cannibalism too far.
My uncle actually got ate.
Someone actually
Don't
ate my
even
leg
try
before.
to make. Don't even try to make a joke out of that right now.
Yeah, how dare
Sorry,
you? How dare you? Mad
we're
disrespectful.
gonna have to add a trigger warning post.
Mad
because
disrespectful.
this is-
Unbelievable.
This is quite insensitive of a situation that we're making light of.
Yeah,
We.
Berg.
Yeah, who's we?
Fuck you! You were laughing too.
I know we're French, dude. Who's is we over here?
Who's this we? We playing esports resort like.
Kill this guy. Straight up. I said it. I said
Maybe
what I
we
said.
should be
Cali
scared of
people,
I
man.
said what I said. Oh,
Yeah.
he's a Cali genius, dude. He's a Cali genius. Yikes. One day he's not gonna let you show up to work. You already know.
I'm gonna say it was Ron. Or do I have your back, Ron? That's the real question.
Ooh, you're cooked, dude. You're super cooked.
No, I'm
What
not
is-
gonna
what is
be an
his favorite
accomplice to murder.
You know what's
What?
crazy? You know what's crazy? She said you were her favorite to my face
When did I
Yeah, you're
say
super
that?
cooked. You're
What?
super cooked.
yesterday.
Did I?
And the day before. You said Raw was your favorite.
I wasn't even there.
Yeah, exactly. Just to my face, like no
Yeah,
apologize
like,
or nothing. He was like,
fuck.
yeah,
Well,
Ron's
real
because
friend,
my
dude, real
favorite.
friend.
Because
Don't leave
the
me
lady wanted to talk to you, but I didn't. I'm no offense. I'm sorry.
That's why she's my
I know who
favorite.
to call. I know who to call.
Oh,
I know who to call.
I'll cut it out. It's fine. Anyways, moving on. On January 8th, 1973, Kemper killed Cynthia Ann Shaw. He forced her into the trunk of his car and shot her in the head. He then took her to his mother's home and dismembered her. He buried her head in her mother's garden, facing her window because, quote, my mother always wanted people to look up to her.
What a great son.
Bro is just like
He remembers
this
all
is
the little
all
details.
just misguided anger and rage.
All the little details too. So considerate. Wow.
He's truly a character. Like if you were to write an evil person, thank you for the mic. If you were to write an evil person, he would be him.
Oh, I know who I'm calling.
Well, apparently the most evil guy is Ed Gein. But I'll probably cover him at a different point. I don't know.
Most evil guys in. What about Hitler?
Oh,
Genghis Khan.
oh, sorry. I'm talking about serial killers.
Oh, that's
I
fair.
mean,
He was.
I do think he killed a lot of people.
He didn't physically kill them, you know, just his
Yeah, he
ideas
just-
and ideation.
He just
killed them.
orchestrated the massacre of the entire race of people.
Oh no!
When you put it like that.
Yeah. Hey, I guess it wasn't too bad.
But he said. It's what they said.
My apologies.
Oh, well, it's
I
the
think that joke went
California
a little too
people.
far. Fuck California.
Whoa. You know what? I'm giving you a call there today.
He threw the rest of Cynthia and Shaw's body into the ocean that then washed up on shore. That's how they figured out she was missing. Also, college students. He's been picking up these women from either the college or just on the side of the road because hitchhiking was such a big thing. His next victims, it was like April It was in April 1990 or 1973. Whoa. He picks up uh, Rosalind Thorpe and starts driving her to the University of California, Santa Cruz, where they also spot Alice Liu, who had regularly hitchhiked to campus. During this time, since Kemper's nickname to the media was the co-ed killer because he was picking up university kids and obviously education. Um, so the students were advised to only take rides from people that had like the campus sticker in their car. And he got one from his mother because obviously his mother worked at the university. So that's how he was able to get these two young women. He shot Rosalind in the head first as she was in the front seat and shot Alice several times, including twice in the head in the back seat. He then drops their bodies off in the woods, I believe. Um, April 21st, 1973, Kemper had went to go visit his mother, but she had stayed out late with work, so he's like waiting for her in the living room. He's watching TV, having a beer, waiting for his mother to get home, but it like hits like 2 a.m. She's not home yet. He's like, "Oh, let me like go to bed cuz I'm tired." And he then wakes up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, realizes his mother's home and he wants to talk to her because he knows he's going to kill his mother and he wants them to like end on good terms because obviously he says that she did all this fucked up shit to him and was like mentally and physically abusive and he just wanted things to be good so that he could remember her good or maybe she could remember him as a good person. I'm not too sure, but she's like tired and she's like, "Oh, go to bed, blah 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 blah." She doesn't want to talk to her son. So Kemper goes back to his room. He waits like 15 to 20 minutes until he knows she's asleep. He then goes to the kitchen and grabs a claw hammer and he hits his mother in the head. He recalls hitting her like above her temple and he remembers like the blood like rushing down, and she wasn't like moving. She was still like kind of breathing, but she just wasn't moving. Like she didn't wake up to it. Um, but he then slashed her throat. Oh, okay. This next part is really gross and really bad. Um, he then decapitated her and raped her severed head. And he also used her head as a dartboard. Other articles say that he just raped her body with no head, not that he just raped her head. He also tore out her tongue and her larynx and put it in the garbage disposal, which then spit back into the sink. And he says, quote, "That seemed appropriate as much as she'd bitch and scream and yell at me over so many years." Um, Kemper then calls his mother's friend, Sally Hallett. He lured her by saying he wanted to take her and his mother to dinner. When she showed up, Kemper just put her in a chokehold and just like lifted up because obviously he's tall and he killed her. The reason he did this is because Kemper's mother and Sally were supposed to go on a trip to Europe, but Sally had canceled, and I guess his mother was like upset about it, blah blah blah. So he says, quote, "I told myself that if my mother ever dies over this stuff that I did, ugh, the light died. No, okay, whatever. Um,
Over.
over the stuff that I did, Sally's going with her. That's one trip she's not gonna miss. She's not gonna back off on that one. I swore an oath to it. I was angry at the time. I haven't sworn many oaths in my life, and everyone that I have sworn, I followed through with." Um, he then takes Sally's car and drives to Pueblo, Colorado. He thought he would see news of the murders on TV, but after he didn't, he called the police and confessed. I think he just kind of wanted the fame, because then he does all these interviews after he gets arrested and everything.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
So he confessed to the murders of his mother and Sally. At first, police didn't believe Ed could be the killer, as they had hung out with him, and obviously he was a really charming guy, apparently. He then provide only details that the co-ed killer could know. When asked why he stopped killing and turned himself in, Kemper said, "It wasn't serving any physical or real or emotional purpose. It was just a pure waste of time. Emotionally, I couldn't handle it much longer." So killing 8 women is just a waste of time to him, which is crazy to me. Oh, I hate this guy. Anyways, he was convicted of 8 counts of first-degree murder. He had attempted suicide twice and even requested the death penalty, but was given 7 concurrent life sentences. Thank you to the judge for not just letting him just go off with a death. Let him live out his life. Because he was like 21, 22 when he got arrested. So, he is imprisoned at the California Medical Facility.
So he's not in
He
jail.
what?
He's not in jail. He's in a medical facility.
Oh yeah, because he tried to he
What
tried
happened?
to
What happened?
plead
Insanity.
he tried to plead insanity, right?
Mm.
But they were like, "No, you're sane." So, but because he does have some mental issues, they have him at this medical facility.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Crazy. Is he like? Is he still there?
Yeah, he is.
So that's just gonna be his sentence, I guess. Just staying there forever.
Yeah.
Hmm. Usually, whenever they claim for like insanity, they either like send him to like a medical facility to get treated, and then at some point later on again see if he's like better. I
Well,
guess.
no, the jury had found him sane. They weren't buying the, "Oh, I'm insane, that's why I killed all these women" thing.
Hmm.
They're like, "No, he knew what he was doing, so he's not insane."
Right. That's what I was thinking more so with what he said that he knew he wanted to kill his mom. Then that shows premeditation, right?
Mhm.
So then it's kind of harder to prove. Oh, as crazy as are my meds, I swear. If you say like, actually, I thought this through. I want to do this
Mhm.
right now.
That reminds me of something. Like thank you, Ron.
I get you.
So like his police buddies couldn't believe it was him because he was so charming. And I thought that was weird until I really thought about it. Like he was picking up hundreds of hitchhiking girls. Like they must have thought this dude had riz. Like he would never do anything bad. Like he was just popular. He was a cool dude. So
Well,
I
it's
can
not
kind of
like they
see it.
know that he's picking up these girls.
Yeah, true. But at the same time, from the way they're talking about him, they probably think
Maybe he
he's
was a really
just a
cool, a really
really
nice
cool,
dude.
nice guy.
Yeah, maybe he was a great guy outside of
Like,
like all
yeah,
the killing and stuff. But he
like
was like a
like
great
what he would
guy.
use to hide the killing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it's a personality, a front.
Right.
It's a California thing. You don't get it, dude.
It's said that he killed these women because they represented his mother, that he obviously had a very tense relationship with. Um, I don't know if I believe that, because another source said that he killed these women because they represented the idea that his mother wanted to be like some rich girl. I don't know.
Mm.
Um, if he wasn't released at 21 from the first mental hospital after killing his grandparents, 8 people would still be alive. In July of 2024, he was denied parole as he is still considered high risk. A psychiatric evaluation that was held in April 2024 stated that Kemper felt he had been abused as a child, getting whipped by a belt by his mother and hit in the face by his father, which I had mentioned earlier. He also said his older sister made him suck her breasts and his cousin had molested him. He had admitted to necrophilia again. Kemper will be eligible for parole in 2031 at the age of 82, but considering he's been denied so many times, probably shouldn't expect him to be coming out anytime soon. He's probably just gonna die in this prison. Um, because he's been denied all his other past paroles. He also doesn't really want to get out. He's enjoying life at this place. Um,
You should put him in concentration camp.
yeah.
I'm not saying my idea is good by any measures, but for certain people,
But
a concentration camp is not a bad idea. Like this guy, serial killers, murderers, rapists, pedophiles. I'm just saying they like you can't
Yeah, but
only have them serve a life sentence and they're just living happily in prison.
I
You know what I
wouldn't say
mean?
happily, but like
I mean, the thing
Comfortably.
is that the judge could have given him a death sentence, but the judge didn't want to give him a death sentence. He wanted to spend the rest of his life in prison because he was 22 when he was convicted. So he's literally been in prison his whole entire life.
Yeah, but that's not what I mean. I don't mean a death sentence. I mean a life of hard labor.
He has to work in this mental facility.
he don't want school
That's
They
life.
not
all
enough.
have
I don't
their
think that's
own
a concentration
jobs.
That's not
camp.
enough.
I don't think that's a concentration camp.
No, also, hold on.
Ooh.
He had made a program actually where the inmates would produce audiobooks. So they would like be the voices for audiobooks. And he's done like 10,000 hours or something.
So we could hear this guy's voice.
I don't
in an
like that. I don't
audiobook.
like that at all. I don't know how much I like that very much.
He was almost married once to like a 21-year-old or something.
I'm
In
telling you,
prison?
the
20-year-old
Or she was in high school. She was in high school.
21-year-old.
No,
girl.
she was in high school, not
What?
that she was 21.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah, it
They
was
let him do
yeah.
that?
It was like published in the newspaper that she was like in high school and is set to be in or is engaged to Edward whatever the fuck Kemper.
Hmm.
The third.
he maybe
Fucking California,
the
man.
third.
He is. He's the third.
Wait, so now that I think about it, he killed his mom for all that abuse and stuff. And so he really hated women. He killed his grandmother, killed his grandfather. But what about his actual father? Who
Yeah,
also
his
abused him?
his grandfather is the only one that he killed, but his father didn't live with his father after the divorce. So he was mostly living with his mother and his grandparents. And even after he got released, he was then living with his mother. So he's only been really influenced by his mother, and his father was only a part of his like younger years, really.
So if you're gonna have a psychotic kid, abandon them.
Oh,
My bad, I didn't plan for my psychotic kid. I guess I should have known better.
yeah, I should have known that. He was
I
bad.
should have known better. That's my bad.
I mean, they do say some mental illnesses are hereditary, so.
I mean,
Plus,
see,
back
I
then they
guess.
didn't really believe in mental illness. They just lobotomized
Lobotomy.
everyone. They should have maybe lobotomized him.
they should have, yeah. I
Well,
mean, after like the killing of his grandparents, so, like you gotta lobotomize a dude.
yeah, but it was like the 70s when he got released, so things were different than like the 50s when he was like born.
Yeah, but
California is a
murder
safe
two
place.
people.
California has some weird stuff,
Laws.
laws and stuff in general.
Or no, because his family was in Montana, but he was in California. Yeah, you're right. He was in California for most of his life. Besides
Yikes.
the few years that they were in Montana.
Man, so much of this could have been avoided if he lived in a state with like actual laws. I'm not
He's
wrong.
shitting on your state, Ron.
He knows I'm not wrong.
He knows what's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen?
Oh, I shouldn't say.
And what's gonna happen to you?
I shouldn't say.
Anyways, I'm sorry that this episode is late. I was editing while I was on a trip, and I realized that the audio had cut out halfway through, and I was like, oh. And obviously they weren't on the trip with me, and I didn't have any of my stuff to where I could just film it by myself. So,
Unbelievable.
Abandoned house.
anyways, next week I will be covering The Conjuring House, aka the Parent Family Haunting.
Spoopy.
Ooh. I'm excited to hear about it.
That's gonna be fun.
Spoopy.
So please Please come back and listen to that. I know I've been doing like weird true
Please.
crimey stuff, even though I want to be more of a ghosty kind of thing. Um, and please, send me listener stories because I want my 5th episode, which is 2 episodes away, guys, to be listener stories. So if you have a creepy paranormal story, a hair-raising true crime story, or a crazy alien story, or a cult story, or literally anything that fits the realm of my spooky podcast, please send them to thequietpanic@gmail.com. If there are any topics you would like to see me cover, send them to that email address or DM me on Instagram at the Quiet Panic Podcast. Please send me emails, please, or DMs, please. Um, right now, you can listen to this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. You can also watch on YouTube if that's more your thing, which I'm starting to realize most people are doing. I cannot wait for next week's episode. I'm so excited. It's probably either going to be with my husband or just by myself. So,
Gasp.
do you guys have any final words?
I agree. Very well said. Yeah, no.
Thank you. Yeah,
You
honestly,
have such a way with words.
this was a really fun podcast. I feel like this recording was better than the last one. It's more
Low-key, yeah.
interactive.
It was more interactive, but I did like when Ron started talking about the book of serial.
They'll never know.
Yeah,
Okay.
They'll
no,
never know.
No, they literally won't because I can't even edit it because
They'll
that
never know.
part
yeah,
was.
the book's gone.
They'll never know. Read Pride and Prejudice. Fire ass book.
That book is low key terrible, but yeah,
He doesn't know how to read.
that's the audio cut out the second he started talking about it for a reason.
Peak. Straight up.
Anyway, it's been great being here. See you guys next time. I don't know when that is.
I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna start rotating you guys. To be honest, maybe I'll do like one with Burke and one with Ron.
Yikes.
We wait for next week's episode. Stay cautious, stay curious, especially if you feel the quiet panic. Bye.
Spooky.